Alright, welcome back everyone. I hope you are having a great day. I think I finally got that lag issue figured out. For some reason it was Fraps. Fraps just didn't want to record that particular scene for whatever reason. It's been fine, but up until now, it just decided it didn't want to do this one, so I had to switch over. So, anyways, I hope you are enjoying the series, and we'll continue on with this one. So, I said we're going to intend to be brutal. Guard says very good. Just be warned that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing that you should know about the machine. It calls itself Coda. Coda, the machine, eh? Yeah. I'm not answering any questions. Sorry. I don't answer questions from the press, no. Okay. Let's see if we can actually get through this.
And of course, it's the machine.
Okay. And we say we stopped. You stopped beating us. Your work was keeping us alive. Your work was keeping us healthy. I'm gonna say it was keeping us alive. Those people out there, can you imagine what pain you put them through? It's only because of your creation that any of us could make it through every day. How could we possibly go back to trusting you to do this job? So here's what needs to happen. You need to go to the people who are out there and apologize. No, we're gonna say, I've been so alone. I apologize for leaving me. No? Nothing? Think carefully. I know how to hurt you. I have seen the things you fear. Alright then, I will apologize to the people on your behalf. My followers, or my friends, my followers. It falls on me to deliver bad news. The machine will not apologize to us. The machine refuses to admit that it deliberately hurt us. But this is not important. We are stronger than it thinks we are. We'll find a way to live without it. We do not need escapes. Let us pay it retribution. Follow me, we will destroy the machine. Or follow me, we will destroy everything that the machine has created. Two. Whoa, back in Whoa, hey, what? Guess we're destroying everything it created, eh? Interesting. Coda, I'll make sure your work dies here. Coda, I'll make sure you're known forever. Isn't that
So now
what
the
you're...
work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation. And so, as I'm thinking this, I realize that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
Whoa. deleting everything that he made. Wow. Oh, hello.
So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Interesting. Oh, there he is. Put down your weapon.
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something... I really felt like I'd done something good, like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy, so beautifully happy.
I think this guy has shoes.
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
In the tower.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game. This room actually has a maze in it. Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise, so the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played, it actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Getting really strange. Look at all this, holy crap.
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze? The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
151677. That would have been annoying to try and figure out.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first two challenges and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that. Was I a failure for not understanding this game? I mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why. I remember, it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time, and as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew. It wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years, I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean. And he wouldn't. I just felt so sorry that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped and left, and it felt somehow like I had failed.
Yeah, this guy definitely has some problems.
Where did I screw up?
You pushed too hard, man. You pushed him too hard. Yep. Dear
I'm
Dave.
the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I? It's because of what I did. I poisoned it for you.
Dear Davey, thank you for your interest in my games. I need to ask you not to speak to me anymore. Oh, man.
I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
I wonder at times... sorry about the camera. I wonder at times whether you think I am making these games for you. Yep, that's what it seems like. This guy seems to think they're for him.
And the people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally, for a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
So infected my personal space that it is possible I did begin to plant solution in my work somewhere, hidden between games. If there was an answer, a meeting, would it make you any happier? Would you stop taking my games and showing them to people against my wishes? Giving them something that is not yours to give, violating the one boundary that keeps me safe. Would you stop changing my games? Stop adding lampposts to them? Ah. So the narrator actually added lampposts. What?
And then you stopped, and I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing. What does that mean?
Okay. Would you simply let them be what they are? Would you simply let them be what they are? When I am around you, I feel physically ill. Wow. You desperately need something, and I cannot give it to you. I literally do not have it. Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just a part of the process. The fact that you think I am frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. I realize this doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine. You're not my problem to solve. But
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
But I do hope that one day it clicks and that you make peace with this thing you are wrestling. And when you finally see what I am talking about, don't say anything.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work, is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please, I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
Okay. Epilogue. Okay. Well, it looks like we're coming to the end of it, so this will be a little bit of longer episode.
more love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease.
Okay. There we go. We can get out of this car.
Solution.
Getting stranger by the minute. By the second, I should say. It's been strange, but this...
I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed. Maybe he just likes making prisons.
I'm kind of at a loss here. I don't know what to say, really.
Even now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
In a cave of some sort now, eh?
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
Yeah, this guy definitely has issues.
What now?
Now you go on living your life.
I think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for. And so I'm just gonna... Okay.
Okay, what, man? Come on. Don't go. I'm really not sure what to say. I mean, I'm kind of at a loss for words right now. Oh, jump into the dark hole. Wait, what? Going up. Oh, okay. We're back here again. What the? Oh. No, it is different. Okay. Huh. Strange not hearing the narrator. I guess he really did leave. Interesting. plane. Hey, that's the thing that was in the first game, where you jumped into it to end yourself, kill yourself and save people. Okay. And we're back to floating. Ew. Can't see nothing though. What's going on? Oh, there we go. Wow. This is one big giant maze. Holy crap. And a beautiful sky. Huh. That's pretty. Now what? Over. I just floating up into space. Oh.
Turn back from this cave. You said, let me prove that I'm brave. Let me keep going. But the cave goes for miles and miles and miles. And you're so tired, but I know that you're strong. So turn back, turn back.
Alright. That was the beginner's guide. Now I'm trying to think what I want to say about it. I guess it just goes... It's trying to say, don't push people. Let them live their own life. Let them do what they're gonna do. Yeah, I mean, that's what the narrator did. He pushed the guy so hard that that the guy making the games just quit. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to push people that hard. Don't do what they don't want you to do. Or something that you weren't supposed to do, like as he did, showing the games. Yeah, anyways, I don't know what else to say. I hope you enjoyed the series, and, wow. Have a good day, everyone.